Okay, here we're going to talk about probability distributions. It's probably time to have a bit of a look at this terminology here. Remember that the big X is what we're doing. So let me just think that we're rolling a six-sided die that numbered 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't tell me why I've got 0 and 5, that's just what it is. So the big X is I'm rolling a die, and this P big X equals small x says what's the probability that when I'm rolling a die I roll whatever the x is. So that's the little x there. So when I roll a 0, the probability that when I roll the die I get a 0 is 0.1. Clearly it's not a standard die because I've got different probabilities here. So just that terminology there is the first we've come across in all your schooling, so it's a little bit yucky, so that's worth just refreshing your memory on. Okay, so here remember that the probability of getting one of the outcomes must equal 1. So here the question is going to be find k. So I know that 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.1 plus k plus 1, all added together must equal 1. So to find k, we're going to say clearly simple as 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 must equal 1. Therefore, k equals 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0.4. Straight up, nice and simple. Finding k, nice and easy. Potentially, given this distribution, this is the distribution, a probability distribution table, and there's also a way of graphing that distribution. Just give myself a bit of room. So when we're graphing it, remember on our x and y axes, this is going to be my x-axis, which is this one. The other axis is going to be the probability that when I roll the die, my outcome is lowercase x. So that means along my x-axis, I've got the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clearly in the test, you're going to use a ruler and space it out properly. And up the side, I'm going to go 0.1, 0.2, and then I'm just going to graph them. 0 is 0.1, 1 is 0.2, 2 is 0.1, 3. Remember 4, we worked k out to be 0.4, didn't we? So that's got to go up there, and 5 is 1. That's it, probability graph. That's all you need to do. Label your axes, put some numbers on it, put some lines on it. Just put the right numbers and lines and we'll be right. Okay. Last new thing that we did in this chapter was the expected value. So they use the E, find the expected value of x, they also do a formula which it's a little bit yucky, but see how you can go remembering it. So that's the big sigma thing, which means the sum of all, or add them all up, and we're going to multiply the x value by the probability value. Now you remember doing this in class, but you might not remember the formula. So the expected value, all we're going to do is go, now I'm going to need some room, so I'm going to come over here, equals 0 times 0.1 plus 1 times 0.2 plus 2 times 0.1 plus 3 times 0.1, 4 times 0.4 plus 5 times 0.1. So write it all out, zing it in your calculator, and give me an answer. So remember the expected value, we're just multiplying our appropriate pairs and adding them up. Nice and straightforward, you just got to remember how to do it. Okay, awesome. The exam can't be too far away. Good luck.